Good morning, Altos, and welcome to our next session of Prudhoe Community Choir Online. We're on week 6 now, and we're going to be working on our song, the one that we've all written together, Song of the Tyne, as I've named it. And I want to do this entire session on this song, so see how far we get. There's lots of sections which are repeated in here, but just with different lyrics, so we might even get all the way through it, I'm not sure. I've posted a copy of the full score onto our Facebook page. I can, if you would like me to, put just the alto part so you can shrink it down to a couple of pages, but it's probably good to see the interaction between the other parts. So if you'd like a copy of that, I can put it on our page. The other thing I've done is I've written a pretty basic piano accompaniment for this, and I've put the audio version of that on. So once we've learnt it, similar to Mr. Blue Sky, you should be able to go and listen to that track and sing along at your own pace, and stop and start whenever you want to. Anyway, I can't wait to get started. Obviously, the lyrics are yours. The lots of you have contributed to give lyrics for this song, and I actually started. I talked to Joan about this week. I got the tune of it, the Tyne that I am and the Tyne I will be. It came to me really quickly as soon as I received some of those lyrics. So it was just a case of working out harmonies really and putting it together. And I've tried to make it quite simple, so there's nothing too high or too low, there's nothing too fast or too slow. It's all quite nice and easy, and that's how I want it to be. I want it to be a flowing, gentle folk song. I think that's the kind of feeling I'm looking for. Some of the sentences, there's lots of words to fit in, so at times it gets a little bit difficult to fit everything in, but I think you'll find it quick and easy to learn. So let's get started. Okay, so Altos, you actually begin this song. When I wrote the main melody, I felt like it should be in the key of C. That's this key. I don't know why, it just felt like that's where it needed to be. And it goes quite low. The main melody goes quite low, and so I had to give it to you guys because it would have been too low for sopranos. It would have been too high for the tenors, and it could be okay for basses, and that's why I've given them the melody, I think, in the second verse. So you guys have got the melody to begin with, and that's where I'm going to start. So we have a nice intro, just 4 bars, and you come in here, and I'm just going to sing the first verse for you. It's catchy, so we'll pick it up pretty quickly. Okay, here we go. I am the river that flows wild and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. From the hills in the north, through their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. So I'm just going to do that a couple of times, and then I'm going to play the melody for you to sing it without me. That's your E to begin with. It's got a nice gentle 1, 2. So I'll give you that. So 1, 2. I am a river that flows wild and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. From the hills in the north, through their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. Fishing boats sail. That's quite difficult to sing. Let's try that again, and then I'll play it one more time with me, and then I'll just do the melody for you. 1, 2. I am a river that flows wild and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. From the hills in the north, through their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. Okay, now it's your turn. Here's your E. So from bar 5, 1, 2. one more time for you. 1, 2. Now I'm going to move on to the next section. Now the sopranos take the melody here, the main melody goes quite high, so we've just got a harmony underneath. And so I'm just going to go from the top of page 2, it's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. And that's just a little bit I'm going to do now. And this is your tune. So here we go. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. We finish on quite a low G there. Okay, and I'm going to do that again. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. I'll do it again. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Okay, and then just you with your tune by yourself now. So I'll give you 1, 2, it's the. So 1, 2, it's the time. Okay, and again. So as you'll see, 1, 2, it's the time. Let's go from the beginning, from bar 5. So I'll give you a 1 and a 2. Who is your E? 1, 2. I am the river that flows wild and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea, to the hills in the north, to their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. It's nice and easy, isn't it? To do it one more time from the beginning. 1, 2. I am the river that flows wild and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea, from the hills in the north to their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Nice and easy, yeah? So we're going to move on. We've got some nice oohs that come in next. And yours, mine, I clip it to the curtains. Yours is about 8 foot up here. Your score's right up here. So I'm having to look at it. You've got this lovely, lovely couple of phrases. And the first one is just the C that's held forever. Ooh. And then we jump up a bit. And it's got a lovely, it starts low and gets a little higher. So I'm looking for you to push it a little bit. So we've got ooh. So kind of, I haven't written a crescendo on there, but it's just a natural feeling to want to climb at that point and come back down. So we've got this ooh, ooh, and it repeats. Ooh, ooh. And as soon soon as that's finished, we're straight back in. It's the time that I am. Same melody that you had before. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. So let's go from the top of page 3, the big letter B there, top of page 3 from the ooze, and then we'll come all the way through. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, and we'll finish at the bottom of page 4. Okay, so that's your C for your oo. Okay, 1, 2. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Okay, what I wanted to do next at C, which is bar 31, halfway down page 4, is I would love to have an alto solo. That could be you. I know that some of the lyrics in this verse have come from Elizabeth, but I'm thinking anybody that wants to give it a go. And whilst we're at home, you are the soloist, aren't you? So it has to be you. So this one's a lovely verse. It's about nature and the solace that being next to the time could give you. So I'm going to go straight into this next verse. It's the same melody as the beginning. It's just the words are a bit more fiddly, so we have to be careful how we fit it together. So I'm going to go from C now at 31, and I'm going to go all the way to D at bar 38 on the next page. Okay, so it's the same tune that you know. It goes like this. There's your E. High on the banks I find myself alone, a white-throated dipper flits from stone to stone, with the comforting sound of the wind through the trees. The meeting of waters brings solace to me. There's quite a lot of words to fit in, so you have to kind of be sharp and at the front of your mouth there for these words. So I'm going to do that again from C. High on the banks. 3, 4. High on the banks I find myself alone, a white-throated dipper flits from stone to stone, with the comforting sound of the wind through the trees. The meeting of waters brings solace to me. Okay, one more time and then I'll play it just for you. 3, 4. High on the banks I stand myself alone, a white-throated dipper flits from stone to stone, with the comforting sound of the wind through the trees. The meeting of waters brings solace to me. Okay, just gonna play that tune just for you, just to see if you can fit your words in there. So high on the banks. 1, 2. Okay, and then this bit I think is the hardest bit that comes up next. I'm just going to keep plugging on. You know what, I think we can probably get through this, so I'm going to just go for it. Wending its way under towering bridges, and then you have to take a really quick breath. So wending its way under towering bridges, to the mouth of the time with its welcoming peers. Okay, so that's quite difficult to do, so quick breath after bridges. If you've got your score there, maybe put a little tick so you know when to have a little breath. Okay, wending. So this is how this next bit goes. I'm going to sing from D to E, so halfway down page 5 to page 6. Here's you. Wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the Tyne with its welcoming piers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. Ooh, so we'll do that bit again. So wending its way, and wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the Tyne with its welcoming piers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. I'm going to do it again because it's not easy, that bit. Wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the Tyne with its welcoming piers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. I'll play your melody for you there now. Wending its way. Just going to rescue my pedal. Hang on. I'm going to have to gaffer tape it to my carpet or something. Actually, I'm going to sing it and play the melody, just the melody. So 1, 2. Wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the Tyne with its welcoming piers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. And again, we'll do it one more time. Okay, and wending its way past the towering bridges to the mouth of the Tyne with its welcoming piers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. Okay, I'm actually just gonna plug straight on, you know. I'm wanting us to finish it if I can. The next bit, stop for a moment, remember the shipyard. So a really poignant verse coming now. The sopranos and the basses are going to hold this sort of long held harmony like a pedal note underneath, and we're going to start by singing the first 2 lines, and then you're going to go into an ooh, and then I want to build the music so our oohs are going to change into an ah. So I'm now going to go from E at bar 47 on page 6, and I'm going to go through to F on page 7. After that, we go into wending its way into past the ghost of the shipyard. So that's the same tune that we've already had. So I'm just going to see if we can get there. So let's do this poignant verse from E. Stop for a moment. Same note that we started the others on, same tune. Here it goes. Stop for a moment, remember the shipyards. Think of the men with their cargo of gold. That's the first bit. And then you're going to have an octave jump to an ooh. Sounds high, but it isn't. It'd be fine for you. Then it goes ooh. And then the R's come in. Ah. That's the same little fragment you had from before. And it's going to build us into the loudest section, which is past the ghost of the shipyards section. Oh, better be careful how I pronounce that. Okay, so we're going to go from E, and I'm going to put it all together for you all the way to F. So it goes like this. 1, 2. Stop for a moment, remember the shipyards. Think of the men with their cargo of coal. Ooh, ooh. So I'm going to go for that again, okay? Stop for a moment, remember the shipyards. Think of the men with their cargo of gold. Ooh, ooh. So I'm just going to play the melody of that section now for you. Quite easy this bit, so I'm just going to play it through now. Stop for a moment. 1, 2. Okay, I'll do it one more time for you. Stop for a moment. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm at F now. We're really plowing our way through it. So we're at F, wending its way past the ghost of the shipyards. The echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of our craftsmen is written in time. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Just absolutely stunning lyrics, those. I'm just going to move my music just to there. Now this is the same tune as wending its way under towering bridges. It's just at the end I've got a nice little writ and it slows down. Might be my favourite bit actually. I haven't decided. So again, this one there's lots of words to pack into a short space. So it's a bit fiddly with words, but we'll get there. Okay, so it goes like this. Wending its way, 1, 2. Wending its way past the coast of the shipyards, the echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of our craftsmen is written in time. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Oh, it's my favourite bit. And then it goes. It picks up again, it picks up pace. And we have, let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Okay. So we're going to go from wending its way. 3, 4. Wending its way past the coast of the shipyards, the echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of our craftsmen is written in time. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. So I'll sing it one more time and I'll play the melody. Okay, 3, 4. Wending its way past the ghosts of the shipyards, the echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of our craftsmen is written in time. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Okay, so wending its way. I'm just going to play the tune just for you now. 3, 4. Again, because that's not an easy part. Wending its way. 1, 2. we've got this far, we're definitely going to make it to the end. Now you've actually got just 2 bars rest now. I've given the sopranos and the tenors just the first bit of the melody. So they've got the I am a river that flows wide and free. Now we know where we are, don't we? This is a section that we've already sung. So there's nothing new here, just a repeat of what we've done. But to get a bit of echo and a bit of movement in this song, I'm now going to pass that back to you, so you have the tumbling and turning back down to the sea. Tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. And another reason, as I say, I've had to split it, is it's so high, it's so low for the sopranos, they won't get there. So you need to sing that bit, and we need to those rich alto tones at that point. Then they take the tune back again. And then you're going to come in with what you already know. To the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. And then again, we're back to that first refrain. It's the time that I am. And that should be a bit that we already know, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. And I want to repeat that because that's the main message of the song. So it comes straight back in again with, it's the time that I am and the time I will be. And we're going to slow it down, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Oh, we've got all the way through. I'm excited. I wasn't sure if I would, but I have. I've managed to get all the way through. I'm going to just repeat that last section for you from G, where the sopranos start and then where you come in. Now, I've got bits of paper all over the place. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake here. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. So from G, so the sopranos, we're going to bring them in. And now your turn. Tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. Sopranos. And you, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Now I'm going to do something a bit crazy, and I hope it's not rushed, but I am going to try and run from the beginning to the end. Yes, I know, in half an hour learning a song. But I think you'll pick it up, because obviously we can repeat this video as many times as you like. So yeah, let's go for it from the beginning. I am a river. I'll give you your 4-bar intro and we'll just start. Obviously you're gonna maybe mess up a couple of oohs or something like that to begin with, but we'll go through it a couple of times, okay? So here's your E, that's what you'll be starting on. We've got these 4 bars. 2, 3, 4. I am a river that flows wide and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. From the hills in the north, through their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Straight in now with these oohs. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Alto solo. High on the banks I find myself alone, white-throated dipper flits from stone to stone, with the comforting sound of the wind through the trees. The meeting of waters brings solace to me, wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the time with its welcoming peers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. Okay, poignant verse. Stop for a moment, remember the shipyards. Think of the men with a cargo of coal. Ooh, wending its way past the ghosts of the shipyards, the echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of our craftsmen is written in time. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Let the pride of our river not dim with the years. Sopranos. Altos. Tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. To the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. Whew. Should we do it one more time? I know that was a lot to take in and I've kind of rushed you through, but I couldn't bear to go through all of the music and not give it a run through. So let's do it again, see how you feel the second time round. It's your E. I am the river that flows wide and free, tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. From the hills in the north, through their valleys and vales, to the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. It's the time that I am and the time I will be, tumbling and turning away to the sea. High on the banks I find myself alone. The white-throated dipper flits from stone to stone, with the comforting sound of the wind through the trees. The meeting of waters brings solace to me, wending its way under towering bridges to the mouth of the time with its welcoming peers. She is the constant, the life of the city, flowing with memories out to the sea. Stop for a moment, remember the shipyards. Think of the men with their cargo of coal. Ooh, ooh, wending its way past the ghosts of the shipyards, the echoes of steelworks ring faint in our ears. The skill of the craftsman is written the bride of our river not dim with the years. Let the bride of our river not dim with the years. Sopranos. Your turn. Tumbling and turning down to the North Sea. To the shipyards and quays where the fishing boats sail. It's the time that I am and the time I will be. Tumbling and turning away to the sea. It's the time that I am and the time I will be. Tumbling and turning away to the sea. Oh. Well, I tell you what, I really enjoyed writing it, and it's an absolute pleasure to sing. So I hope you enjoy singing with me. And it's just so nice that it's ours, isn't it? It doesn't belong to anybody else except Prudhoe Community Choir. I might actually try and do one of those a cappella videos where I try and layer all the parts together to show you how it sounds, because I just wish you could hear the other parts with you. I suppose you could listen to the soprano video and you could sing along with that at the same time, but you need all of those 4 parts, don't you, to get the gist of it. So I might try and undo that if I get a chance, sometime tomorrow maybe. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed singing with me today. I really miss singing with you all in person, but hopefully it won't be too long before we're together again soon. Okay, bye for now, guys. Take care. Bye.